very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Happy Baby Friday. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather and night forecast courtesy of On Target. Going to be in a transition today, folks. We got a warm front that's going to be lifting north over the region. You can see it on the way right here, overlooking the latest satellite and surface map overlay. This warm front's going to be lifting to the north, and we've got several disturbances. It's going to be trying to jolt down to the south and east here as we work throughout the course of today all the way through Saturday. We're going to be dry today with just an uptick in cloud cover, maybe a few sprinkles late this afternoon and evening, but scattered storm chances will be following suit throughout the overnight, and again, all the way through at least the start of the weekend. Let's get a look across the region. Sexton Bill Builder Skycam down in Gold City. Simpson County this morning showing a few cirrus clouds out there, painting a picturesque sunrise for us to take in here across the Wobbles community. Same can be said overlooking the Beechtree News Skycam up in Morgantown. Got those wispy high-level clouds that'll be with us throughout the day. We're expected to see a bit more cloud cover here as the day progresses and wears on. Similar to yesterday, it's a beautiful start for us out there with temperatures and dew points both hanging and hovering right around the lower 60s. The bad news is we're going to see an uptick in the heat and humidity as we work throughout the day, setting us up and priming up our atmosphere for those rounds of showers and storms that are going to be following. Highs are going to be splitting the difference and hitting right around either side of the 90-degree mark as we work into the peak heating of this afternoon. Here's our setup. The warm front is currently to our south and west, but as that sucker lifts to our north, we're going to see those dew points skyrocket up between the mid and upper 60s all the way up into the 70s as we work into tomorrow. Thus is going to result with the arrival of the cold front that's going to provide lift within the atmosphere, the perfect concoction to bring us some convection and scattered storm development here over the course of the next 48 to 72 hours. Here's a look at what the surface map is going to look like as we fast forward 24 hours from today. We're going to be located in the warm sector of the system. We're going to be with the warm front off to our east, cold front's going to be to our west. All that deep, warm, moist air is going to be advancing north and eastward out of the Gulf of Mexico. What is that going to mean for us? Well, let's break it down step by step. Looking here at the latest simulated radar model. Here we are working throughout this morning. This storm complex by early to mid-afternoon is going to be hugging right along the Ohio River. The good news is it is going to be in a weakening state, but as it continues to trunk down to the south and east during the late afternoon and evening hours, we could be looking at a few of these cells making it into our vicinity. And again, with it being in a weakening state, we're going to have dry low levels of the atmosphere. Hopefully we're not going to see anything more than some sprinkles or some pop-up showers that result from this. However, as we work later into the overnight and then we progress into our Friday morning, this is going to be the most likely time to get in on these rain and storm chances. A few of these could become strong given the parameters that'll be available within our atmosphere as it continues on a southeastward track here as we work throughout our Friday morning. Here we are approaching midday on into lunchtime on Friday. This is where the question marks are going to reside right around the lunchtime hour. If we're able to clear all of this cloud debris and rain chances out, we could see the redevelopment of some strong to perhaps even severe thunderstorms Friday afternoon into Friday evening. Now, my confidence isn't very high that that's going to come to fruition. Given all the rain chances and the storms that'll be with us tomorrow morning, I think the cloud debris is going to be hanging around that's going to try to mitigate our instability there within the atmosphere. So as you can see here, the latest model guidance isn't hinting at any redevelopment during the afternoon, just some sporadic cells. And then you can see the strongest storms down here in and around the Nashville metro area. We continue throughout our Friday night. We get into Saturday morning. This is going to be coming along with the parent cold front. We'll keep eyes on this, folks, but as it rolls down to the south and east, we can't completely roll out scattered shower and storm chances on our Saturday before the cold front finally makes it to our south and east late Saturday afternoon on into our Saturday night. And then, folks, sweet relief is going to be arriving. We're going to look at the exact same time frame that we were just looking at with the rounds of showers and storms, and now we're looking at the parameters of dew points within the atmosphere. You can see this morning we're between the low and mid 60s out there. It's quite nice, but look at the warm front lifting north over the region. By the time we get into this afternoon, dew points all the way up between the low and mid 60s. Going to feel like a rainforest again out there. This is going to hang with us all the way through our Friday, even into our Friday night, even throughout our Saturday as well, as you can see. And then the cold front will finally pass through here. Again, Saturday evening, rolling into our Sunday morning. Look at the arrival of the lower dew points out of the north and west. It's going to dry us out as well. Loads of sunshine are set to follow Sunday throughout a good chunk of the following work week, with a little bit lower humidity and temperatures for us to take in out there. It actually should be quite nice after we get past Saturday. We get into the final day of the weekend and continue through all, if not the vast majority of the following week. It is going to feel quite nice considering we're located on the calendar right here in what is typically known as the dog days of summer in mid to late August. We are going to be keeping eyes on Friday for the opportunity at strong and severe storms. We've been given a 1 out of 5 scale on the severe weather risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Perhaps an isolated instance of a damaging straight line wind or an isolated instance of large hail can't be ruled out. But again, folks, confidence is somewhat low, and it'll be all dependent upon the cloud debris that'll be hanging around throughout the entirety of our Friday. Anywhere between half an inch up to an inch of total rainfall. Some localized areas might squeeze down a little bit more. Again, folks, this is valid late this afternoon and evening, whenever the first round of scattered showers could arrive. And then the scattered storm chances follow suit throughout the entirety of our Friday on into our Saturday as well, before this active pattern comes to an end. Hurricane Ernesto is located well off of the eastern seaboard. That is good news for our friends and folks right along the east coast of the continental U.S. Not expected to bring any threats to the continental mainland, but we're taking note of it's expected to remain hurricane strength as it stretches all the way to the north and east, all the way through the weekend into the early days of next week near Newfoundland, where it could be making landfall and a more sensible impact. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. Temperatures right around the 90-degree mark this afternoon. Folks, it's going to be hot and it's going to be muggy. Scattered storm chances arrive as early this evening, continuing throughout our Friday. Maybe a cell or two becoming strong to severe. We keep the storm chances around all the way through Saturday, and then the cold front passes through here. Looking at Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, folks, our temperature icons are showing right around the mid and upper 80s. I think those model members are overdoing it a bit. I think we're going to be looking at more of the upper 70s, lower 80s for highs throughout this time frame. Should be absolutely beautiful to finish out the weekend and progress into the new work week. Friends, that'll do it for your Baby Friday edition of your Weather or Not Bowling Green weather forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic next to final day of the work week.